Hey, how's it going? It's yours truly, ChiefsRaysBolts. Haven't done one of these in a few years, I believe. But that's right, it is the updated jersey collection. It's kind of ridiculous now, I'm not even gonna lie. I think at this point I'll probably start getting rid of jerseys before I buy more because it's just, there's too many to keep track of. Started out as a hobby, something I liked collecting when I was a teenager. 15 is when I, started collecting jerseys. I had a fascination with them. I was gigantic sports fan, and I just loved being able to own what my favorite sports teams wore. So let's just get into this. We're gonna go in the order of Chiefs, Rays, Bolts, of course, and then followed by a couple of miscellaneous. So let's get started. Kansas City Chiefs. We have, first of all, this limited edition baseball Chiefs jersey that was sold at Arrowhead, if I had to guess, about 20 years ago. Don't really know much information about this jersey in particular, other than I was just kind of gifted this. It's a sweet jersey, for sure. All right, next up we have this gray fashion jersey. Patrick Mahomes has a Super Bowl 57 logo on it. NFL Shop Fanatics released these for the Super Bowl. Was lucky enough to find one about a year later at a Ross at a discounted price, so I went ahead and copped that. It's a pretty sick jersey. Here I have another Mahomes fashion jersey. I actually got this one in 2018. That's when this was on Fanatics. Don't remember the specific name of it, but it's pretty much a blackout jersey with the fog effect inside the numbers. It's a pretty cool looking jersey. Next we have this yellow inverted Chiefs jersey that Fanatics came out with in 2019. They did it for every team where they had a jersey with the inverted colors, which I thought was dope. My only pet peeve with it is that the entire thing is screen printed. So it's essentially a dry fit t-shirt that just looks a little fancier. So it is essentially just a dry fit t-shirt that was ordered at an expensive steakhouse. But it still looks great. One of my first Chiefs jerseys, this is one I got in 2017. It is Justin Houston, one of my favorite players on the Chiefs back in the day, and I was really psyched to have that when I did. Along with the Justin Houston jersey, at the same time I also got an Eric Berry jersey. Eric Berry still remains one of my favorite Chiefs players of all time. He was certainly my favorite at the time when I got this jersey. Such an inspirational player, did a lot of great things, and of course he has this great comeback story as well. And this is actually what the Nike limited jersey was, so the second tier of jersey. Back then, they were stitched, they looked great. It's just not like this anymore, which is really sad, but love this jersey, man. Still wear it, still wear it. Alright, so this is the lowest tier of jersey, actually, the game jersey. Cheapest one you can buy on the market. It's Patrick Mahomes. It was my first Mahomes jersey. I got it his first season as a starter. Because I have another Mahomes jersey, I kind of transformed this one into a Super Bowl jersey. I bought the patch online and just pressed it on. Looks great, Super Bowl 54 patch. Definitely a fun one. Same thing with this one. This is actually a Tyrann Mathieu Nike limited jersey. It's stitched, it's lovely, it's beautiful. Found this one at a Ross at a discounted price. Was really fortunate to find it. Of course, I wanted to have some fun with this one as well. So I went and bought a realistic patch from the actual Super Bowl game worn jerseys. The Super Bowl patches are something that the NFL, for whatever reason, doesn't sell online ever. So really your best bet is to just go find one on eBay that looks very, very close to the real thing, and that's what I did for this. The patch looks beautiful. You have the clear background on it, stitched on. It's a sweet jersey, man. Tyrann Mathieu was the only Super Bowl that he won while being a Chiefs player, so it just made sense to put that one on the jersey. Moving on. Here I have a Travis Kelce Nike limited jersey, stitched. It's the year before they updated them to where they were no longer stitched, as Nike went cheap. And again, I did the same thing with the Super Bowl patch. I went ahead and bought a realistic looking Super Bowl 57 Super Bowl patch to put on the jersey. The Chiefs wore white when they won that Super Bowl, so it just made sense to put that patch on there. I think it's a beautiful touch, and it looks great. And then lastly, this has been my game day jersey for 6 years now. You can tell it's getting in a little bit of rough shape, but it's just the standard Mahomes Nike limited jersey stitched. And when it comes time to replace it, it just sucks that they no longer offer the stitching on the Nike limited jerseys. It's a shame, but still a great jersey to own. This is one that I acquired after this video was recorded. This is a Nike Vapor Fuse jersey, my first Vapor Fuse jersey from Nike. So I don't love that it's not stitched, but it is what it is. It's a Travis Kelce home red jersey. Really cool. I got this one in particular to put, of course, the most recent Super Bowl patch on it. So I got to get that on still, but it's going to look snazzy as hell when it's done. Moving on to the Rays. I'm actually going to do my best here to go in chronological order because this is the most impressive of my collection is definitely the Rays jerseys. It's been my focus point for jersey collecting since I started, so let's get started. We'll start back to the 90s, the Devil Rays era. Russell Athletic, authentic jersey from the 90s. It's that original road jersey that has the beautiful gradient Tampa Bay with the big stingray going across. Beautiful jersey. Absolutely love this one. We got the Russell Athletic home Devil Rays jersey from the 90s. Authentic. Tell the durability of these jerseys back then were a hell of a lot nicer than they are now. Fabric is heavier on them, but other than that, I mean, everything's stitched. Beautiful jersey. And one of my favorites is the original alternate jersey from the Rays in the 90s. The black with the gradient is just so gorgeous. Again, it's a Russell Athletic authentic from back then, so just super stoked to be able to have this one. Moving on. Turns out I never showed this jersey. Here it is. This is a Wade Boggs Mitchell and Ness 1999 practice jersey. Devil Rays. Yeah. I made a video about this one earlier this year. This is the 1999 Turn Ahead the Clock game Rays jersey. It was worn for one game in, I want to say, July of 1999. There weren't very many of these made, so finding one on eBay is not always easy to do, and even when you do find one, it's an outrageous price. So I finally was able to acquire one after all these years. One of my holy grails. It's a sublimated jersey. It just is. It's really unique and really cool. Again, it's Russell Athletic, so it's exactly what the players wore back then. Super happy about this one. First of all, you have the road jersey, the first road jersey from the gray era. This is a Russell Athletic. This one is not authentic. It is a replica jersey, so it's not what the players wore, but the quality is still really, really nice on it, and it still looks beautiful. Just the gray with the green and blue Tampa Bay across is a really nice look in my opinion. Next one, this is an authentic Russell Athletic. The first home gray jersey the Rays wore from 2001 to 2005, I believe. They just had this wordmark Rays logo across. There's no Ray on the logo, just the green Rays. It's a unique branding that they had. I can see why they tried to stray away from it, but I still think it looks great. This is one of my most recently acquired jerseys, one that I've been wanting for a very long time and was super stoked to finally have. This is the green era alternate jersey from the Rays, just the all green with the green TB patch. It's so gorgeous. One of my favorites for sure, and my favorite of the green era. Now I have a Rays Majestic authentic Flex base era for Majestic, but still good quality. It is what the players wore on field. I decided that this was a Longoria jersey, so I decided to have a little fun with it and put the 2008 World Series patch on it, since it was a pivotal moment in the history of the Rays franchise. Alright, so this is a Majestic cool base jersey, the powder blue jersey, and I'm actively looking to find this jersey as a flex base because this one is old. The color's been faded, there's snags on it, the crest itself is starting to look a little blotchy. It's just on the back end of its life, and it's sad because I don't have it in an authentic, and the Rays don't wear these anymore. They retired them, so you can't even buy a new one on the market anymore. But it's still one of my favorite jerseys the Rays have worn. I just eventually would love to find one in a flex base. Same thing with the gray jersey. It's a cool base, so it's the replica quality of Rays jerseys. They were not bad back then at all. They are terrible now, but back then they weren't that bad, so I didn't mind getting them. This one's in a little bit better condition than the light blue one I just showed you was. Decided to have a little bit of fun with this one as well and put a 20 seasons patch on it, and that's really all there is to it. So here I have a Kevin Kiermaier batting practice jersey from 2018. It's a cool base. It's got like a weird elbow length on the sleeves. It has Kiermaier's number on the left sleeve here, and the Sunburst logo, of course, in the corner. It's a pretty cool jersey. In the early to late 2010s, the Rays rolled out these fake throwback jerseys, faux back jerseys. They wanted to create something that they thought they might have worn had they existed in the 1970s, and the result, in my opinion, is just gorgeous. These, to this day, are still probably my favorite Rays jerseys of all time. They had two different versions of them. I believe this was the first one they ever wore. It's the navy blue with the light blue sleeves and crest logo. It's just beautiful. You have the roof of Tropicana Field in the center of the A. I love the throwback feel of it. And this was the other one. It's the yellow and light blue jersey. This is probably my favorite of all time. I can't even lie with you. I know these are like, people have their opinions about these, but they're just without a doubt my favorites of all time. This is the Majestic Authentic, and it's just a gorgeous jersey, man. No other way to describe it other than just gorgeous. In 2017 and 2018, the MLB did the Players Weekend games where each team had these colorful jerseys. This is what the Rays wore. It kind of looks like a modern version of that previous faux back jersey I just showed you, but you have the lighter blue, you have the brighter yellow color that matches the sunburst and the Rays logo, and then it's just a really fun jersey. I really like it. All right, here we have the Majestic Authentic Stars and Stripes jersey, I believe from the 2016 season. Super cool Stars and Stripes pattern in the middle when it comes to displaying patriotism and the US of A. I'm all for it all the time. So these jerseys are some of my favorites. Beautiful design with the stars in the middle. Of course, they were on the road that year, so that's why it's on a gray jersey. And then I have another version, I believe from 2018. This is the Majestic Flex Base, so it's the Authentic. It's a different pattern in the middle. They changed the color of the sunburst to red just to make everything red. I like the pattern, I think, on this one a little more than the previous one I just showed you. Again, the Rays were on the road, so it's on a gray jersey, but pretty incredible. So here we have, I guess, the current alternate jersey for the Tampa Bay Rays, the Sunday jerseys. This is what they wear on field now. It's got that sunburst as the corner logo. It started out as a spring training jersey. I don't remember what year, but I actually bought this as a spring training jersey, hence why it's a Majestic Flex Base and not a Nike jersey. It even came with a 2018 spring training patch on the sleeve, which is a really cool patch. At the time that I bought it, I was stoked because I had a spring training jersey. Now it's not just exclusive to spring training, it's also an alternate that is in the rotation for regular season games. So I guess lucky me, I don't have to go buy the new alternate because I already owned it. It just has the spring training patch on it. And then here I have a Majestic Flex Base, a way gray jersey, another jersey that the Rays retired. You see, once Nike kind of took over, they said, all right, we have a new rule league-wide. You can only have 4 jerseys plus a City Connect, so 5 jerseys total. You can't have more than that, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. Who the hell's Nike to tell a league how many jerseys a team can have? I think it's dumb, especially considering back when Majestic was running the show, the Cincinnati Reds were able to get away with wearing like 20 different jerseys for their 150th anniversary. That shit was crazy. But yeah, Rays actually retired the grays to make room for the spring training jersey and keeping the Devil Ray and the navy blue alternates. Don't wear it anymore, but I still think it's a good looking jersey. And I was happy to be able to get it in a flex base while I could. Yeah, and this one's definitely up there for top 3 jerseys of mine. I got this as soon as it came out in 2018. It has the 20 seasons patch on the sleeve because 2018 was their 20th season. That was also the first season that they brought the Devil Rays jerseys back since they had originally worn them in the 90s, I think with the exception of one game in, I think, 2008, 2009, they wore them for one game. But now, since 2018, it has been in the rotation as a regular. Started off as a throwback, then when Nike took over, it just was adopted as an alternate. So I'm really happy they kept them. I have worn this jersey to so many different ballparks around the league, and it is my staple. So definitely a top 3 for me. Absolutely love this thing. Majestic Flex Base home jersey, which is another one that I'm just really happy I was able to get because I don't like Nike's new jerseys at all. Nothing really much to it other than highest quality you can acquire. Alright, now we move on to the Nike jerseys. This is a 2021 All-Star jersey, not the authentic, it's a replica. It was from the Colorado All-Star game. I thought it was a really cool jersey. It's unique looking. I didn't intend on buying this one, but I was lucky enough to stumble upon one in Marshall's a few years ago at a discounted price. So of course I got it. And I can't lie, it's actually a really cool jersey to have. Also found this jersey in a Marshalls not too long ago, about last year. It's the Nike replica navy blue jersey. It's got Kevin Kiermaier's name on the back. That's why they had an influx of them, is because he left the team. Again, wanted to have a little bit of fun with this one, so I went ahead and got the 2020 World Series patch on it. Cool little feature. This was one of the last good jerseys before Nike just rolled out their new cut and ruined them, but I do enjoy this jersey a lot. And then of course I have that jersey in the authentic version. This was again before Nike released their new cut this year, so this cut right here literally was just an inheritance of Majestic's Flex Base. It's the exact same thing. This one was actually team issued because it has this team issued tag on the bottom. Don't know who it was issued to, but I was able to find a good deal online for it, so I was really happy to get it. Super sick jersey. And then lastly, for the Rays, you see it, it's the City Connect jersey. It is the authentic, not the replica, because the replicas are absolute garbage. Authentics aren't great, but they're still a lot better than the replicas are. They did not release very many of these at all online. In fact, within a week, they were all sold out because of how few they actually listed online. So I was lucky enough to stumble upon it once it actually dropped, and I copped it right away. I had to have it because it was either I find myself an authentic or I just don't own a City Connect jersey because I'm not buying the damn replica. It's terrible. But it's a really cool jersey. It's not my favorite that the Rays have worn, but it's still unique, and I think it's pretty well liked around the league and by Rays fans. That's it for the Rays. Alright, different day, but I do have to finish this video, so let's get into the Lightning. First of all, the OG Lightning black home jersey. I put the 2004 Stanley Cup patch on this one to give it a little extra flavor. This is a CCM that came out for the 2017 through 18 Lightning season as part of the 25th anniversary. Gotta love the OG. Here I have the original alternate jersey, which is of course the infamous Storm jersey from the 90s. A lot of mixed feelings about these. This is one of my all-time favorites for the Lightning. Just look at this beauty of a jersey. You've got the Lightning down the sleeves, the black wave on the blue alternate with the Lightning logo front and center. This is a CCM from the 90s that I was able to acquire on eBay quite some time ago. Just absolutely one of my all-time favorites. All right, this is the first rebrand that the Lightning did in the late 2000s. This is the away jersey. It's Reebok. Not a whole lot to it. I think it's a clean look. I know this logo right here has been kind of forgotten in the history of the Lightning franchise. They really haven't made any merchandise at all, at least from what I can tell, in a very long time revolving around this logo. But I think it's something that's worth bringing back, and I do really like this jersey. And then here we have the home version of that late 2000s Lightning jersey. It's the black home Reebok as well. I think it's super clean. Honestly, you gotta love the shoulder patch with the Florida and the lightning strike down the middle. Again, gotta love it. And this was the alternate jersey from that era of Lightning branding. It was the first version of the Bolts alternate jersey. Blue, it's got the C, obviously Steven Stamkos jersey. This one isn't in the greatest condition. It was an eBay find. It's not the authentic, but it still looks great. Why I went ahead and got it. And this is the second coming of the Bolts alternate jersey. This one was from the 2010s. I think it's cleaner than the blue one, honestly. This was actually the first Lightning jersey I ever owned. I still have it. Reebok. It's the made in Canada, so it's as authentic as it gets. It's held up very well over the years. This one's actually got Andre Palat on it. I got this jersey in 2016, so that was 8 years ago. Definitely one of the oldest in my collection and a classic for sure. Another super clean jersey, one that I actually really like. It's the 2018 All-Star Game Atlantic jersey from when Tampa hosted the All-Star Game. It was really popular among Tampa fans, just the neon yellow and the blue. It's bright, it's fun, it pops, it resembles, I think, Tampa pretty well. And of course Stamkos was the captain that All-Star game for the Atlantic team, so it has a C patch and his number on the back. Probably my favorite All-Star jersey, and this was from the first year that Adidas made the jerseys, so it's that Addy Zero cut. Super cool. And here we have the alternate jersey that lasted from 2019 to 2022. It's the Disrupt the Night blackout with the gradient sleeves. which was a unique thing to the NHL when it was released. It's got the silver Lightning logo, the C, of course, for Stamkos, got Stamkos on it, and it's one of those that I think Lightning fans will look back and miss. So this was my first Adidas Lightning jersey. It's a little out of shape. It's gotten worn down over the years, but I've worn it a lot. It's a Nikita Kucherov. I did end up adding these Stanley Cup banner patches from both Stanley Cups of the back-to-back run. Super good looking. Gotta think the patches give it a little bit of character. All right, the third coming of the Bolts jersey, which is of course the 2022 Stadium Series jersey. This was worn, I think, 2 other times outside of the Stadium Series. Out there look, it's got the sublimated big old lightning bolt at the bottom here with the Bolts down the center of the jersey. It's a Victor Hedman jersey. One of those short-lived jerseys, but definitely a really cool one to have. Oh man, just one of the sexiest jerseys that the Lightning have by far ever had or worn. This is the original reverse retro from the 2020-2021 season. First season back from COVID. This jersey is just gorgeous. I'm surprised it wasn't an alternate back in the 1990s. I'm surprised this wasn't the first choice over the Storm jersey, but just the blue and the white with the OG logo. It's so good looking. So good looking. And I gotta admit, this is my favorite Lightning jersey of all time. And it's not even really close. The second coming of the reverse retro, of course, they brought back the Storm design, but on white instead. They kept the blue wave. And you've got the stitched lightning bolts down the sleeves. A lot of fans were impartial about this one, but I am just 1,000,000% for it. Definitely my favorite I have, for sure. This is the newest Lightning jersey I've added to the collection, only because Fanatics had a really big clearance deal on it. It's the military appreciation jersey from, I believe, 2 seasons ago. Just a warm-up jersey, nothing really much to it, but I really dig any collection that revolves around military or salute to service, so definitely like to have this one in my collection. So this one's a little out there. It's the most recent All-Star Game jersey, 2023-2024 season, so this was this year's All-Star jersey. I got a Nikita Kucherov. They made 4 different colorways of this, so for the Atlantic Division, Kucherov actually ended up wearing the red version. Never wore the white version, but there was a pretty big clearance deal on it, so I said why not. Definitely unique, we'll just put it that way. This is probably the best All-Star jersey. I'm not even gonna lie. I think I said that the Tampa one was the best. No, I think this is my favorite. I'm not a big All-Star jersey person unless my city hosts it, but when you make the All-Star jersey a reverse retro in Miami Vice colors, that's pretty sexy. The teal and pink that make up the outline of the star, the black and the white, and you have the 1990s Eastern Conference All-Star logo. This was from the Miami All-Star game last year. It does make it a little more special for me. I actually went to this All-Star game, so I got it at the Panthers team store during the All-Star game, which gives it that extra character, I guess. I did end up sending this in to get it professionally stitched for Kucherov, one of a couple Lightning All-Stars last year. So this is the newest and current alternate Lightning jersey, just rolled out, I believe, in February. So it's brand new, not even a year old yet. I didn't love it at first, but it grew on me over time. I think the previous alternate, the gradient sleeve alternate, was better than this one, just because I'm not a huge fan of using a shoulder patch as the main logo, but they pulled it off. They made it look really nice. Of course, I love how you have the 3 different colored stripes to resemble the 3 Stanley Cup championships the team has won, and of course that's emphasized on the inside of the collar, 04, 20, 21. So this is the standard away jersey that the Lightning currently wear, except of course this one has the 2020 Stanley Cup final patch. I got that one put on because the Lightning hoisted the cup in 2020 wearing the white jersey. I do have Braden Point on this one. And then of course the same thing, but for the standard home blue jersey, I have the Stanley Cup Final 2021 patch. I was at the game where the Lightning won the cup in their beautiful home blue jerseys. So of course I put the patch on it, and I ended up sending this in to get Ryan McDonough on it. McDonough ended up being traded not too long after I got the jersey, which irritated me, but he's back on the team. So lucky me, I guess. One of my go-tos for sure. 2021, man, such a special year. All right, lastly, I got a couple of bonus jerseys for you here. I was able to get this one this year. So Tampa Bay Sports, the Lightning team store, had a couple of the made in Canadas on the shelf, just I guess some leftovers, and sold them to the public. That's exactly what this is. You are looking at a made in Canada Stadium Series jersey. So when they put that out on the floor, I knew that was going to be my only chance to ever get a Made in Canada Stadium Series jersey. And when I tell you the quality difference is insane, I mean it, because this is so much nicer than the previous Stadium Series jersey I showed you. I'm like scared to even wear it because I don't want to get it dirty. It's just that beautiful. I can't go and replace it because there's just never going to be an opportunity to buy a Made in Canada for this jersey ever again. That's absolutely beautiful. Believe it or not, same story for the Disrupt the Night alternates. Made in Canada. Same thing, Tampa Bay Sports had some leftovers, they just threw them on the shelf. So got that one as well. Once again, knew it would be my only chance to ever get a Made in Canada Disrupt the Night jersey. I want to stare at it forever, I really do. Definitely dented the bank a little bit getting those 2 Made in Canada jerseys, but well worth it in the long run. Just a must-have as a Lightning fan and a Lightning jersey collector as well. Oh, and my friends, lastly, my favorite jersey of all time in Made in Canada form. That's right. I also acquired a Made in Canada Reverse Retro 2.0. This was actually a game-issued jersey to Gabe Fortier, a player who has only played a handful of games for the Lightning. He's kind of just floats around the AHL. Hasn't played a whole lot with the Lightning, but I don't really give a shit who's on it. If I have the opportunity to get my favorite jersey of all time as a Made in Canada, I know it's going to be my only chance ever. I'm doing whatever it takes, and that's exactly what I did. Low-key, I think I'm going to have to frame this one day and hang it on a wall just to admire it, because that is just how much I love this jersey. Just the best, man. It's the absolute best. And that's it for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So we're in the final few jerseys here, just a couple of miscellaneous jerseys. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, we'll start with a couple of fun ones, right? I'll show you my couple of basketball jerseys. I'm not a huge NBA guy, not a huge basketball fan, but I do actually have a few basketball jerseys. Let me go ahead and show you. So this is actually, this was a jersey that came out in 2021 from a local Tampa company called Wade & Williamson. Some of you may remember that the Toronto Raptors actually played in Tampa for the 2021 NBA season due to COVID restrictions. The Canadian government wouldn't allow players to go back and forth from Canada and the US, so the Raptors were forced to find a host city, and Tampa welcomed them in with open arms. So I think this is just so cool. You have Tampa in the OG Raptors font, and then you have this Raptor here in pink with the Florida shades and the tropical shirt. This is just so fun, and the colors are beautiful too. The light blue and the pink, super fun to have. My official NBA team actually is the Oklahoma City Thunder, because I was born in Oklahoma City, believe it or not. Don't remember it at all, moved out when I was about 2 years old, but because of that, I kind of just adopted them as my NBA team since Tampa doesn't have a team. Found this in a Ross a couple years ago. It's got Diallo on the back. I don't even know who that is. I've never heard of him, but it was an Oklahoma City jersey at a highly discounted price, so went ahead and copped that just to have one, just to own one. And then my last basketball jersey and the start of the USF portion of this video is, of course, a University of South Florida home green Adidas jersey. Got this past season. South Florida had a really good year for basketball, one of the best in a long time. So it was a really fun time to be a Bull and to go to the Yuengling Center and watch a lot of the games. A lot of upsets. We were even ranked for a couple weeks at one point. So it was just a really special time, especially still being a student there. It was my senior year. Just graduated from there, but ever since I transferred to USF in 2022, I have just gone all in with the South Florida fandom. So they have me as a fan for life. They are officially my fourth team, the USF Bulls, baby. Horns up. So here is a white away USF Bulls jersey. Love the green and gold on the white. Looks super clean. Then, of course, a home jersey, the green with the gold South Florida and the number 1 up front. I just love the colors of my school. It's so clean. And then found this one on eBay recently, actually. It is a slime green version. Once a year, the football team wears a new slime uniform. This one was from a few years ago. Just to be out there and to be different, but the slime is unique, and it's fun to do for one game a year. Just have fun with it, you know? Clean jersey. Really enjoy that one. All right, I've got 2 more jerseys to show you, and these are also my 2 newest jerseys to the collection. Let's go ahead and get into it. Recently, I went all in on the Durham Bulls, baby. The AAA affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays for 27 years now. This is the OG classic home jersey. I recently went to my first Bulls game up in Durham. It was a beautiful city, beautiful ballpark. They have the movie, obviously, Bull Durham from the 80s, in which they wore these jerseys. They still wear them today. It's just an absolute classic. Absolutely love it. And then this is it, the last jersey. This is another Durham Bulls jersey. I got this one when I was in Durham. It was good timing because they had just released these the day before I went to Durham. It is this year's Stranger Things themed jersey. I'm a really big Stranger Things fan. This is just such a cool jersey. Love the Stranger Things style that they went with this year. They do a new jersey every year for the Stranger Things night, but this one just really stood out to me. It's really badass. It's super unique. And with that, folks, that is it. That is every jersey that I own. I'm gonna have to count them up because that's a lot, but far more jerseys than my first ever jersey collection video in 2018, I think, in which I had a total of this many jerseys in that video. I'm gonna have to count it, that's why I pointed, but 33 jerseys in my last jersey collection video. I just counted them up for this video, 66. I have doubled my jersey collection from the last video in 2019. Kind of hard to believe, to be honest, but really happy with where I'm at. I've come a long way with this, come a real long way. There's still a couple more I want to get, but I think more than anything, any jersey I get from here on out is going to be jerseys that haven't been released yet. I mean, we're talking future alternate jerseys, whether it's the Rays or Lightning, or more championship jerseys if my teams win more championships. I know I would like to eventually get a new Chiefs jersey with the Super Bowl 58 patch on it. Don't have one of those yet. I actually, as you previously saw, did end up getting this jersey. Already got the patches, just need to get them on there. I still want to get another home Lightning jersey with the 2022 Stanley Cup patch on it. I know we lost that cup, don't care. Still, it was a clean patch on the blue jersey. I really liked it, so it's one I'll also like to get. And as far as Rays go, I do want to get a Shane McClanahan Rays jersey and put a USF patch on one of the sleeves, just because McClanahan went to USF and then is now with the Rays, so local guy through college and then in the MLB now. So I think that would be a really cool and unique jersey to have. I would like to make one of those eventually. But for now, that's it, man. And I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.